Bonsoir, mes amis. I'm very excited to be here today. My name is Jeremy Sweeney. I'm a senior account executive with NVIDIA, supporting our strategic partners such as Vultr as they develop the best-in-class GPU cloud leveraging NVIDIA GPUs. Today, I'm very excited to talk specifically about the B200 platform that is now available on Vultr Cloud. As many of you know, there is a continually growing demand for high-performance GPU. As models get more complex, as workloads become more varied, and more users are trying to access GPU capabilities, there is a need for a more powerful GPU in the market. And there's many things causing this. It's the ease of access as more and more providers are able to create a service or a platform. We're seeing mass adoption in the market. So this is why it's important that we have a GPU that can match this growing demand quickly. And with that solution, we present the B200 on Vultr Cloud. The B200 is engineered to provide exceptional performance for all types of workloads, whether it's AI training, inference, or HPC. The B200 is the universal solution for this. And what's really exciting about the partnership with Vultr is that Vultr has presence globally. With their 32 data center locations, that means they're always close to a regional hub where your data may exist, or somewhere where you need to have the utmost minimum latency for your workload. Vultr is able to deploy in these locations quickly and effectively. And by having Vultr manage these, you're taking away a lot of the complexity you may have to face of having to manage GPUs remotely. Vultr takes care of all of that for you. And the main thing with the B200, it's really focusing on both the training and the inference side. So when you look at training perspective, those trillion parameter models, we're seeing 3x performance over the Hopper generation GPU. So if you're using an H100 today, we are able to now provide you with 3 times acceleration, which is really, you're seeing a lot more performance for your dollar on this. And performance for dollar is a really important metric these days, especially with the limited resources, limited GPUs, and also things like power. Having a GPU that's significantly more efficient, you get a lot more performance with a lot less power bill at the end. What's also really critical about the B200 is the 15 times faster inference acceleration. Inference is starting to become more and more common as a lot of these models have been finally trained and are being put into actual use by customers. So by having a 15x performance on inference, your customers are seeing a lot more responsiveness when they're querying your model and they're working with it instead of delays. And like I said earlier, the 12x times efficiency is huge, with data center power being at all-time premium and the lack of available space. This means you're definitely getting a lot more performance out of the B200s than you were the Hopper generations, allowing you to really maximize your existing space. And then with the Vultr platform, you're able to seamlessly deploy and scale models using Vultr's platform built in. So Vultr is taking out a lot of the guesswork for a lot of people. Instead of having to try to figure out how to optimize, deploy, and manage these, Vultr's full suite of tools allows you to quickly deploy these anywhere in the world. When we look at HPC, which is still a huge part of the focus for the B200, we have included a brand new decompression engine that helps accelerate the data analytics and speed up data science tasks. Instead of having to wait multiple cycles for this data to be prepped and ready, it accelerates this. And instead of having to wait for your query through your CPU, it's 6 times faster than the CPU. And once again, it's 2 times faster than our H100, our previous generation, showing its value. And each GPU on the 8-way board and each server has its own dedicated hardware decoder, so that you're able to either assign per individual GPU or scale out depending on the size of the query and data processing. And once again, with Vultr's 32 data center locations, your data is always close by. You're not having to send it to the other side of the world and wait for it to come back. You are able to drive faster insights by having that quick connection. And I just want to highlight some of the training speed ups we're seeing. When you look at a ChatGPT MOE model at 1.8 trillion parameters, we are seeing a 3x performance over the Hopper generation H100. That is a significant reduction in time to wait, iterations, cycles, which means you're able to get a model to production a lot faster and a lot less iterations as well. And then when we look at real-time throughput, which is very important when you're actually interacting with the models and when you're actually engaging with it, we are seeing more than a 15 times throughput increase with an output of 58 tokens compared to 3.5 from the H100, meaning time to token to dollar, significantly accelerated. And that's just an exciting thing to have on Vultr's platform. And a lot of you, I'm sure, are very familiar with the value of our GPUs, but working with Vultr just adds that next level of performance and that next level of excitement. So Vultr has multiple instances and types of GPU deployments on their cloud today, featuring the NVIDIA Blackwell B200. So each system can be from a single GPU, a GPU, multiple GPUs, whatever you need, they can scale to fit that. And as I mentioned earlier, the energy is way more efficient, so if you're trying to build a greener model or greener system, be more effective, you're able to do that on the B200. And Vultr's interface is one of the best we've seen in the market. It really does make deploying, using and interacting with the GPU instances very easily. It ensures that everything from drivers, CUDA, all of that is up to date. You're not having to manage it. Vultr is taking the risk out for you. And what's great about Vultr, as I mentioned earlier, is their ability to scale. So if you want to start small, you can start small. But as you ramp up production, as you ramp up your model size and accelerate it, you are able to grow with Vultr. And they're there for you to support you through that process. And with the partnership with NVIDIA and Vultr, you know that NVIDIA is there with Vultr as a partnership for you. We are here to help you optimize your models. We're here to help you troubleshoot. We are here to make sure that you are successful ultimately. We want to make sure that you have the best-in-class experience on NVIDIA B200s on Vultr's cloud. Thank you.